what I'm thinking about is like, what does it mean to play? What does it mean to practice? What does it mean to show up? And one of the reasons I was thinking about this was this morning I went out for a walk, and I often take the same walk. And when I got to this certain point, I looked up and I saw this beautiful bird's nest, and it was in the sunlight. And then I just kept walking and I saw this robin. And as I looked up at the robin, I started thinking about that song. I love the song. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along, along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up, the sun is red, live, love, laugh and be happy. Once I was blue, now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain make listen, but I could listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along. So I started singing this song, and then I started dancing a little bit, but I'm outside. And then I just kept singing it. And this is a song I love to sing. And it's so fun to just play with. And I, realized I never, ever do it in front of other people. Like, look, even as I'm thinking about it, my whole body is just like, ah. And, I started thinking about, but what I love about it is I love playing with the song. And when I'm like, if I'm on a long drive and if I get tired, this is a song that I sing. So I thought, why do I not share that? Like, why do I, like, if I heard somebody, one of my favorite things to hear is someone just whistling or singing. And I mean, it actually makes me emotional just thinking about that. Just that, as a kid, by the way, there's construction outside, so I don't know if you'll hear that too. As a kid, I would just hear people humming, like they were happy and they were just humming and they just sing. And so I just challenged myself to just sing it. The way I actually sing it. And then I also wanted to practice some. I want to kind of explore and let you in to practice and what practice is and how I go about practicing. And I'm just about to come out with a series of warm-up exercises. And I wanted to just share, what it means to practice, because I think some people think like music is like a contest or it's a competition or you have to get it right. It's something you got to do right. Whereas it's really about playing, or my experience is that it's about play, and practice is this taking on a practice, the connection, and then what's showing up. What does that mean? So I want to look at those three things, and I want to start with play. So when the red, red robin comes bobbing along. Oh, my head is like filled with all the things already that, like, the things people might say if I shared this, whatever. Like, I mean, I don't even want to let you, whatever. I mean, you can imagine all the stuff that comes into your head when you start to just like be who you are. So I give that all up. I'm giving that all up. It's a song. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along. It's a free song. Like, I don't know if it's free. I don't know if it's in the public domain or whatever, but it's a song. A song is a free thing to sing, a free thing to have fun with. Now I'm avoiding doing it. Here I go. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along. There'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead, get get out of bed, cheer up, the sun is red, live, love, laugh and be happy. Once I was blue, now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but I could listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red robin comes bobbing along. So now that was me singing the song, and now I get to play with that song. Just Oh, when the red robin comes bob, and when the red robin comes bob, and there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. I said, wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up. The sun is red, you gotta live, love, laugh, and be happy. Once I was blue, but now I'm walking through fields of flowers. A rain may glisten, but I could listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red robin comes bobbing along. The red robin comes bobbing along. I'm lost down, but I'll go back to the down. When the red robin comes bobbing along. There'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. I said, wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. You gotta live, love, laugh, and be happy. I said, once I was blue, now I'm walking through fields of flowers. The rain may glisten, but I could listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. Oh, when the red robin comes bobbing along. Oh, when the red bobbing along, and there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song, his song. I said, wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed, cheer up. The sun is red, you gotta live, you gotta love, you gotta live. You gotta live and love and laugh and be happy. Once I was blue, now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but I could listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red robin comes bobbing along. I was just thinking how I've been singing that song ever since I was a little kid. And there's still just as much of it as there ever was, and even more. There's even more. I don't even know how to talk about that. It's just that when you learn how to sing a song and you have fun with a song, it's never over. Like it just gets richer and richer and richer and richer the more that you sing it. And I find that for me, playing with a song, it has to do with, I don't know, for me with that song, it's like playing with it until I start laughing. And of course, when I'm not in front of a camera, I'm going to feel more comfortable with it. And I don't know. I just, that's today about play. And so now I want to look at practice. And on this particular, and I don't even know what the sound is like. I don't know. I didn't, I checked it, but I didn't like double, triple, quadruple check it. And that's how it is, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to show up and I'm going to do this again. One of the interesting things about this particular format is that you can, you can, depending on where and when you're listening or watching, you can comment. So we're together, so I can see those comments. So practicing. There's a lot of different ways of practicing. This particular song, this is a song that I recently published. It's called Merceditas. And I originally wrote it for 2 concert harps and symphony orchestra. And then I rearranged it for single harp and symphony orchestra. And then with the help of with some really wonderful musicians in a team of mine, which I call the Legacy Project Team, created it into a solo piece for pedal harp. And then for pedal harp, and then lever harpists were like, create it for us. And I was like, no, it's not possible. This piece is not possible to play on lever harp. But then somebody took it on and just like played part of it. And I was like, oh my goodness, it is playable. And so I made an arrangement for lever harp. So it went from this, already it was hard with 2 pedal harps. And then for 1 pedal harp, it was even harder. And then it was, a single pedal harp with no symphony orchestra and then lever harp. So I left some of the parts out, but also it's part of an ongoing project that I have to create more advanced music for lever harp, so that people who are playing the lever harp aren't in that position of being like, oh, I got to this point on lever harp, and now if I want to go on, the only choice that I have is to learn a different instrument, the pedal harp. So I want to play this next month, and it's very hard, and it's hard to remember what happens with the levers. So I'm going to be practicing it, and I'm going to let you into my practice. So I have my book here, and the thing that I'm really having the most challenge with is the sections and what the levers are in each section. So one of the things that I did is, what I'm trying to do is memorize them. So what I'm doing is looking at the lever patterns. So I know that there's a pattern down here where I have the E and the F and the A and the B, and those are pretty much stay the same throughout the piece, although sometimes the F comes down. And then what really changes is up here, whether I have an A and a C, or an A and a C and an E, or a C and or an F up. Anyway, so for the different sections, and I haven't really memorized how it works yet, but I'm learning it as I go. So this is the first part. And I can set the levers up in the beginning. But then I have to change them. For this next part, which I just did. And now this is the first, that was sort of the introduction. This is the first part of the tune, the melody. don't know what that is. Now I'm back to the beginning. Second melody. It's a cool chord. E again. A. B. E. And now it's changing key and going to a second part. And I'm like, I made it there. And I notice that the levers are now, the F is down here. The levers are now, I've got the A, the C, and the E up. So there is a pattern there, is a symmetry. So that's really helpful. And now I've kind of left out a bunch of the tune and I'm going to basically the cadenza. Getting scared. Some kind of E. Okay, all right. I'm checking the levers again. They're all pretty much the same. I think this is right. I think something like this. Aha. So I'm on an A chord, but I need to change to the key of D. Not to the key of D, but to a D chord. And I think I just did. I have the F's up and the A's, and let's see. Yes. That F was down. Whoa. Okay, now I don't know what's happening, but I think I kind of have to go back to the beginning of the tune, which I think was like this. E. Whoops. That F was up. Now I do need the G. And now I'm going back to the original key. brought back to the original chords. So in this piece, it's not, I mean, the notes, certainly learning the notes are one thing, but what makes it really difficult is shifting the harmonies and remembering the patterns, because the patterns don't necessarily make sense to me on this particular instrument. And so now I'm thinking, as I'm playing it for you, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't want to be, like in performance, I don't want to be worried about the technical aspects of anything that I'm doing. I want to be able to really connect. And up until recently, I actually created repertoire in such a way that I wouldn't have to worry about certain things. Like I wouldn't have to worry about the levers. Like when I create blues, a lot of it is just, I can kind of mostly set up the levers so I don't have to think like, oh, what key am I in and how do I set the levers? Like it's kind of in a key, and I can learn a simple version of that piece, and then as I get more comfortable with it, I can add more complexity into it. So that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I teach in the academy, is to start with something very, very simple, connect with it, and then allow it to expand into more complexity, but from a grounded place. In fact, this quarter is called Grounded Expansion, and the next quarter in the academy is called The Power of Patterns, because we're looking for patterns so that we don't have to be thinking, and so that we can be connected with what we're doing. And also we want to be grounded and allow the music to expand. But then there are times like with Merceditas where it's not, I will have to think about it differently in order to use any of those concepts. So now that I'm saying them out loud, I'm thinking, okay, grounded expansion, what does that mean? All right, that means that what I may want to do is think about really being grounded in certain parts of the pieces. Like, am I grounded? Like I can get grounded in this part of the piece because I trust it. Because it basically, the scale is gracious and I don't know, if I hit a wrong note, it's not going to be a big deal. Like it doesn't matter. There's a lot of leeway with that part of the piece. So what I'll probably do is go back and really ground. I just realized something. I realized that what I've been doing is trying to play the piece right. And I should know this. And what I'm going to start doing is actually set up the levers for each section and start improvising in that section. Because once I feel more confident improvising, then when I'm playing the piece, first of all, I can allow it to expand, but also I won't be so nervous about what's right and what's wrong. And I can tell that I've been, again, trying to just like get the surface of it correct, rather than really digging in and then understanding the transitions. So that's exciting, because that's now something I can do this week. I can share it with you here, because I am committed to showing up, exploring, playing, practice, and what it means to show up. and to share that and hear what you have to say about it. So Betty, thank you. I know you love this piece, and you were the main reason why I had the courage to try expanding it for lever harp, because I saw you loved the piece and you were like, I know it's not playable, but how about this part? This part is playable. And that then inspired me to expand it and make it into an entire piece that could be played. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. And I've heard a friend of mine said to me the other day, I said, I really want to show up more on social media, and I want to just let people. I want to open up that window, and somebody pointed out how it's kind of embarrassing when nobody wants anybody to see us trying something, but I'm trying this, and so I invite you in. And Betty, I'll see you in a few minutes because we're about to start Hip Harp Academy's chat for the day, and thank you for everyone on the other side of this window. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, as I get more and more comfortable with it. That is a practice. More on that